Hi, everybody. Josh here. Hey, Josh, what you drinking? Um, Usually I'd be doing a live show on Thursday night, 7 o'clock, but I am not home right now to at my computer to be doing this. So we're at our friend's house in Montreal, and I've got Julian backstage with some clips that I made for the week. What else? They're beer related. Good, good. Hey, Josh, what you drinking? Fun. So, I don't know what else to tell you right now. I'm not near. I'm not there to take questions or interact with anybody. But I think in the entire history of the show, there's been maybe 3 questions anyway. That's something we can work on for sure. Anyway, without too much blabber from me, I'm gonna have Julian start the show for you today. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy. Cheers. Julian, roll it. Okay. Hi. Welcome to another episode of Hey Josh, what you drinking? With me, Josh. First of all, thanks for joining me on this newest episode. I haven't sat down here at the computer and cracked a beer open in quite some time. So here I am. Hey, what am I drinking? Today I have from Spearhead Brewery in Kingston. I have their Oatmeal Cream Ale. Now it's a limited release. I was in Kingston last week. Yeah, last Sunday. A week ago, 10 days ago, less than that. Took a tour of the brewery, and that was pretty exciting. They gave me some beers, and this is one of them. I'm pretty excited to give this a try. Cream ale, but with oatmeal. So, for cream ale, I would expect a nice, light, fairly malty, but not overpoweringly so. A nice kind of a wheaty, biscuity kind of malty flavor. I would expect a fairly low amount of hop aroma and flavor, but this one has all the information on it, including the original gravity and final gravity. But look at this. The IBUs on this is 30. I wouldn't expect that much from a cream ale. I would expect maybe 10 to 15. So this is going to be fairly hoppy, but also it should be light and yet very smooth with the addition of oatmeal. Now let's read the back here. Our version of this classic North American beer style embodies the tradition of balancing soft, malty complex with crisp, clean finish. A velvety mouthfeel and robust body are shaped by a unique blend of flaked oats and flaked wheat. So this has also got wheat in it as well. Frothy white head, this mellow yet flavorful cream ale is highly sessionable and refreshingly smooth. What else can I say here? I'll check the ingredients before. The water, it's got the barley, the wheat, the oats, hops, and yeast. So it's like they made a regular cream ale and then boosted it with wheat and oatmeal, and then a lot of hops. Anyway, still sounds good. I'll talk a little bit more about my visit to the brewery, the Spearhead Brewery in Kingston last week. It was pretty cool. I'll be writing about it for ThatBeerThing.ca, and I'll post pictures on the social medias too. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna pour this out. See what we got. All right, glass is clean. I just cleaned it, but I can see there's still a lot of fingerprints on it. Anyway, let's go. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, it's much darker than I would have expected from a regular cream ale. I would have expected something a little more golden. This is got a nice coppery color to it. Pretty exciting. Okay, there's got a nice, beautiful foamy head. Look at that. Okay, obviously my glass is not nearly as clean as I had anticipated. Okay, even from here, look at this, like 6 inches away from my face. It's got a orangey, orange rind, kind of biscuity, malty aroma to it. It's quite pretty. I like the looks of this one a lot. Okay, let's give it a shot. Oh, hold on. Before I go any further, I better take a picture from the socials. You can check out That Beer Thing on Instagram and TikTok. I always try to put a TikTok as a pour. Apparently, TikTok has been cracking down on alcohol, so I think you actually have to search out, "Hey Josh, what you drinking?" Orangey with a little bit of grassy hop aroma. The malt aroma to it is mellow, but it's still they're very biscuity, like crackers, like saltine crackers, much like that. But all right, that's really good. I'm quite impressed. It's pretty. Look at that, the sun shines right in my hand. Ooh. All right, we're here to talk about beer, not about my shiny hands. Anyway, it's really good. The again, just like the aroma, the hop flavor is bigger than I would have expected from a cream ale, but it works because it's maltier. It's smoother and maltier than I would have expected too. Well, not that I would have expected with the addition of the oatmeal and wheat flake, but it works. It's like this is like a regular what's a good example of it's like a Sleeman cream ale on steroids. Yeah, that's it. It's really hopped up and really malted up. I'm gonna try and get this in the sun. Like my hand. Ooh, shiny beer. Anyway, that's really good. I like that a lot. It's got a nice dry finish to it because of the addition of the extra hops. It's really nice, and apparently it's vegan. I didn't know that. I thought all beer was vegan. Well, I guess not. Addition of some of the clearing agents might be animal based. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about this and finish drinking it. Spearhead Brewery, Kingston, Oatmeal Cream Ale, limited release. So if you're in Kingston, go grab some. I don't know if it's available at the LCBOs or at your grocery stores. Definitely worth a try. All right. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Hey, Josh, what you drinking?
On to the next clip. That is this. There we go.
Hi. Welcome to this pre-taped but live edition of Hey Josh, what you drinking? Thirsty Thursdays on Connect TV. Usually I'd be doing this live, live. But right now I'm just I'm taping it the day before because I will be unavailable. Uh, Sorry for dropping the ball last week and not putting out any content, but I had just I'd gone through a small procedure, doctor's office procedure, and didn't realize exactly how out of it I would be, and also adding a beer to my to the painkillers was probably not the best idea. Anyway, I did have an offer from Adventure Seeker Sarah to take over the show last week, but it was a little too late to really make that happen. So anyway, I've pre-taped a segment of the beer review, which will come after this. But right now, I'd just like to say hi and check in and just talk a little bit. So if you've been a regular viewer of my videos on YouTube, hey Josh, what you drinking? You've heard me talk about hops, right? It's one of the major ingredients in beer, but I just thought I'd speak about a bit about hops for those of you who don't really know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the flavors and aromas of hops in beers. So hops are really what give beer that distinctive beery character that we all love in our beers. What are they? They're the flowers of the how do I pronounce this properly? Humulus lupulus, and that's a Lupulus lupulus, and they're related to cannabis. I didn't know that before until I did a little bit of research. There are so many varieties just worldwide that I couldn't even start to speak about all of them. Uh, Hops are, like I said, they give the beer the bitterness to balance the sweetness of malt, and also they add the bitterness. I said that they add that flavor, the hoppy flavor, and also as an added bonus, they have a antibacterial property which helps with the longer term storage. And that's kind of where IPAs came in from, in India Pale Ales, right? Because they put a whole schwack of hops in it so that it would live through the shipment from Europe to India during colonial times. Um, so besides the fermentables in beer, like usually barley malt, but also any other sugary fermentable like honey or corn syrup, if we want to make a really cheap ass beer. Uh, Hops are the main flavor in beer, primarily used for their bittering effects, but also that distinct flavor and aroma. Uh, what else? Pardon me. Typically, hops are intended for flavoring and are added that that are intended for flavoring are added at the beginning of the boil of the wort. That's what they call the wort is the beer while it's being made and being boiled and prepared for before cooling down and fermented into and carbonated into the lovely liquid that we are used to. So the flavoring hops, the ones that are intended for the flavor of the hops, they're added uh, towards the beginning of the boil, and anything that's intended for their aroma are put in near to the end of the boil, so they get the aromas instead of the bittering. Um, and if you've watched my show before, you've heard me describe the aromas and flavors as grassy or floral or citrusy or spicy, um, or earthy or I think I said floral, right? So these are the aromas and flavors that hops will impart in the beer during brewing. And yeah, but the bittering. Okay, if you've watched my show before, you've heard me probably refer to it. And here I have the can that I'm from the beer that I'll be showing after this clip. IBUs. So there's a little preview. I'll be showing this beer late. IBUs. IBUs are international bittering units. IBU. So what the heck is that? To tell you the honest truth, I really didn't know what the scale was based on. I thought I always, if you're familiar with peppers and the Scoville scale, that's based on the perceived heat. International bittering units. I I had to look up on Wikipedia myself, and I'm going to read from Wikipedia. I'm going to get quoted here because hey, I learned something too. Okay, bittering IBUs. The International Bittering Unit Scale, or IBU, is used to approximately quantify the bitterness of beer. The scale is not measured on the perceived bitterness of the beer, but rather the amount of iso-alpha acids. There are several methods to measure IBUs. The most common and widely used way is to use a spectrometer. Oh my bug. Yeah, it gets pretty sciencey. A spectrometer. In this process, hops are boiled in the wort to promote the iso. Yeah, anyway, so they look at it through the spectral hydrometer, and then they add at this point. I'm paraphrasing, and now I'm going to go back to. At this point, an organic solution is added to the iso-alpha acid to shift the organic layer of the wort. This new solution is then placed in the spectral hydrometer, and the absorbance is read at 275 something wavelength. Yeah, I don't know how a spectrum. So this is just proof that even old beer geeks like me who we don't know everything. It's not an exact science. I think one of the quotes in the old homebrewers guide was, "It doesn't have to be rocket science unless you want it to be." Anyway, that's my little lesson of the day for today. Thanks for joining another episode of Hey Josh, What You Drinking on Connect TV. Thanks. I'm going to move along now, and my producer will show the next clip, which is the actual beer review. Cheers.
Awesome. Thanks for everyone for watching. Looking at two cameras here. Thanks everyone for watching and coming to the show. Didn't play those in exact order. Which I did. Wish everyone has a great night, and thank you for tuning in. Yeah. Have a good one. Peace.